A lot of people don't really use all the switches and knobs because they don't know what they do. So I'll try to tell you what they do and why and which situations you use them in. So I'm a pretty much neck most of the time player. I play a lot of chords. The neck gives you a full sound and like a lot of bass, but if you don't want that, it makes sense. Like a lot of people when they solo, they'll switch to the bridge because that's where the brightness is. Let me put that down. With my guitar, I can tap the neck into the bridge to make this is what is called a humbucker. A humbucker is one of these, well, two of these, one in a regular position, and then you invert one and wire it the opposite way. That way it stops the hum from light and electricity interference, so you don't hear that zzz, and that's how they get their name humbuckers. A lot of people love humbuckers. I do like them. I just like how single coils feel to me. I feel it's the response I love. They have like a transparency. So the neck pickup I usually use for chords. If I'm like playing jazz, I'll roll it off because it gives you like that Rhodes effect where you have an ambiguous sound. So especially if I'm like behind somebody, like setting down smooth chords, singer or an instrumentalist, I'm not taking up that much harmonic frequency. They can just pop off. Like a lot of people will go into position 4, which is the neck in the middle. It pretty much just goes this one, these two, middle, these two, this one. So position 4 is these two, and that's where people do the funky stuff. If you got single coil and you got some hum, if you switch to one of the position where it has two of them engaged, it has a humbucker effect. The middle position, oh, let me put the tone back on. So position 4, they start counting here at the bridge. So if you ever see HSS, that means someone has a humbucker in the bridge and then 2 single coils. They start counting from here. So, which I never liked. I also don't like how the thinnest string is string 1 and the thick string is string 6. But you know. The middle pickup, I say use this if you want some grit or pop. You can play like position 4 does a lot of what position 2 does. It just has the middle and the bridge. So if you want more tonal options on a Strat, you just have all of them. Bridge pickup is like brighter. If you pluck out here, even on acoustic, it's gonna sound more. It's gonna sound like brighter than and this will sound deeper. I tell my preschool students the bigger something is usually sounds lower, but the smaller something is, like a thin string, it'll be higher. So if you're right here, the string doesn't have that much room to vibrate. It's gonna have that brightness a little. You're gonna hear the high overtones. Down here, you'll hear the lower overtones. If on my Strat, I can lift up this knob and it'll basically tap my neck into the bridge, like it's making a sort of humbucker. And if I go to position 2, which has these two, that means now I have all 3. It's some more advanced stuff. You don't need to worry about that. Let's go over to the humbucker sound. I'll get back in. I think I covered like all the reasons you use those pickups on there. So on this is a simpler guitar. This one's like a little jazzier. I feel it has like an ambiguous sound to it. Like the notes aren't as defined as they are on my Strat. Like single coils will give you a really transparent, attacky, defined sound. Humbuckers, you can drive a lot more gain into them, so people will use that to like get a. That Strat has a great, it handles gain great, but on these you can just like really push them. So that's what like these are made for. At first it took me a while to like the humbucker design, but this was the first guitar that had a humbucker. I'm like, okay, I can do everything I need with these. Like, it doesn't split or anything, but I love how these roll off both the tone and the volume. So I'll roll off the tone. Like I said, I'll roll off the tone to allow room for other instruments and people. Then I'll go into bridge. Do you hear that brightness right there? Now I took off the booster, but this guitar humbucker, since it are push more power, because since there's gonna be less hum, you can like drive them a little bit more. So even without the boost on, you're hearing more sound. That's just the character of these. In the middle position is what I think you get like that position between the pickups, like those, because it's taking one of the 2 humbuckers in here and one of the 2 humbuckers in here and playing them together. So what I like about it, if I'm down here for dark sounds and chords, you can even keep one of the tone knobs rolled off. And then up here is bright sounds. In the middle, it's a combination of the two. Say I want more low and less high, I'll roll off the bridge, increase the treble. Increase the neck. Well, I actually really like that tone. I haven't played this in a while, it's out of tune. But yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk.